See, wherever I go, stay ready, stay alert, always prepared for whatever. I see you. There's a seat right here. You can see from all angles. I'm ready. It's time to get down to business. Game time.
Hi, honey. I know you just made it to the library, but love of my life, my hero, my lion, you forgot your A game. So come home, take it, and then you can go and conquer the world, black man. Oh, and one more thing. Would it kill you to just wear some socks? I'm just saying. Love you. And can you bring home some milk?
Oh, man. She be killing me. Okay, I'll go back. I'm gonna get my A game. I'm not putting them socks on. I'm good. I'm fly. I'm fresh. I'm gonna stop at 7-Eleven and get some milk. What's going on, world? DS1 Ross. We back here on SheepStaysLeepTV, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. Salute to everybody that's in the building right now. Shout out to y'all. If you are here, I need you to put a number 1 in the chat. Put in a number 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a number 1 in the chat if I am being heard. Put a number 1 in the chat. Put a number 1 in the chat, family. Shout out to everybody. Salute. Shout out to my brother, the Bishop, for starting it off right with the super sticker. Appreciate you, my brother. Okay, all ones, I'm being heard. That's perfect. Let me give some shout outs. Shout out to the A-Game Nation in the building. Salute, salute. Shout out to Malika in the building. Peace to Malika. Shout out to my brother, the Bishop, in the building. A-Game family. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan. A-Game family in the building. Shout out to Juan G's in the building. Salute. Shout out to D Remedy. Shout out to Bronze Dip. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Much love. Much love, much love. Make sure y'all like and share the show. Make sure y'all like and share the show. Appreciate that, Malika. Appreciate that, bro. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share the show. It's very important. We're going to get into it today. We're going to get into it today because it's really time to cut the shenanigans, man. So we're going to get into it today. So make sure y'all like and share the show. And before we get into it, make sure if y'all haven't yet, y'all go check out the interview I done on Mr. 1950 platform. Just type in Mr. 1950. Go and check out our interview. Shout out to the brother, Mr. 1950, for that. Also, check my community tab. Also did another interview with a newer upcoming YouTuber, 1804 Diddy. So make sure y'all go and check that out also. Just keep an eye on my community tab for all upcoming things. Got a lot coming through. Got a lot going on as far as content is concerned. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all also check out the pre-record I done earlier, Like Father, Like Son. Make sure y'all go and check that out also. Shout out to everybody that's in the building right now. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. And y'all see today's show. We're going to get right into it. Y'all see today's show. What's more important to black men? What's more important? What is more important to black men? The truth or idolatry? The truth or idolatry? Now, the reason why I'm asking this question today is because, you know, everyone's speaking on the whole Brother Polight situation and what's going on over there with him and Sinetta TV. And we all know how, well, we can't say we know how it's going to end, but it's not looking too good, right? And we also have a lot going on with Fresh and Fit, Abba and Preach. Just the airwaves been hot. You know, as far as trending news and things like that, things been really, really popping off. And what I'm noticing is how with this Polight situation, how there's a lot of men standing back with their hands tied. And see, I don't get down with those types of dudes. If you clearly know what's going on and you see what's going on, see, let me tell y'all something too. See, a lot of y'all are gonna automatically jump on the bandwagon of your favorite YouTube idol, right? You're going to do this because he gave you something that a lot of guys today who don't have a purpose or understand their purpose, a guy like Brother Polight, a guy like Sinetta, these types of characters provide black men with what I call rented validation. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan, for that. This is why y'all are sitting back and saying, well, we just can't convict the brother. We just can't convict the brother. Well, we just can't convict the brother. Like y'all haven't been convicting people in the court of public opinion. Oh, but when it comes to Brother Polight, it's, oh, we need to think about this, y'all. You know, I'm not sure, you know, because it's her mother's fault. Black men, what is important to you today? Here it is. The facts, not my opinion, the facts show that this dude, Brother Polight, done some very nasty, vile things to a child. And you have grown men up here saying that it's her mama's fault that a grown man will decide to violate a child. This type of shit need to stop. This is why I'm asking y'all the question today. What's important to you? Polight is a 40-year-old man. I don't care if that woman gave Polight her daughter. That girl is 14. Polight is 40. What are you Negroes talking about? It's her mama's fault. Really, Negro? So it's her mama's fault that Polight like little girls. But we forgot that Polight get that from his daddy. You see? So you got a bunch of men up here on YouTube claiming to be about something, gonna sit here. Yo, these dudes got children, man. I watch you dudes get up here with your own children and blame that little girl's mother. Totally excusing this grown man for what he's done to a child. This is being excused. You got grown men, black men, that's supposed to be conscious, right? Conscious black men, right? Will pull up their YouTube channel and get up here and say out their mouth that the reason why that little girl was violated was because of a black woman. You got to be kidding me. You Negroes got to be kidding me. See, I know why it got to be somebody else's fault. Because Polight is your idol, Negro. Polight is your idol. I watched you dudes. Y'all have idolized Polight for years. I watched you. I watched you dudes. Yeah, I watched you. You same dudes. Oh, well, we got to see what happened, because, these women. I watched you dudes follow Polight. And you know why you followed Polight? You know why Polight was your idol? Look at the goddamn thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail. That's what's important to you. That's why you're defending Polight. Because that's what matters to you. What you see on that thumbnail. These children don't matter to you Negroes. Because you dudes are not focused on a child being hurt. Y'all are focused on y'all idol being embarrassed. Y'all are more focused on how Polight is doing. Are you serious? Y'all are more concerned with a grown-ass man than a 14-year-old girl who was violated. Black men, what's important to you, bro? So these internet junkies and protecting their reputation is more important than protecting our children? That's what you Negroes are telling me. When I see you up here caping for Polight, you're telling me that Brother Polight's reputation is more important than the safety of black children. That's what you Negroes are telling me. Because all I hear is, well, we just gotta wait, well, we just gotta wait, well, we just gotta wait. We don't know. We don't know. They could be setting Polight up. That's what I'm hearing from grown men. Why am I not hearing from these grown men? How is that little girl doing? Some of you Negroes got your own daughters. Some of you same Negroes that's caping for Polight have your own daughters. Have your own daughters. Are you serious, man? Y'all need idols that bad? Y'all need someone to look up to that bad? But we speak on the fatherlessness issue. We speak on that. And it's shown because you're going to sit here and uphold a guy like Brother Polight. Now let's go into a little history of Brother Polight. Let's go back to the beginning of Brother Polight in the conscious community. I was there. You see, I'm from Brooklyn. I know Brother Polight's story is fake. I know this. He's not from Brooklyn. Nowhere near in Brooklyn. Nowhere. That's a lie. I've been saying this for years. For years. His whole story that you guys running around with in your head is fake. It's all fake. He's not from Brooklyn. Nobody knows where he's from. That's an internet story. That's a story he made up. See, but this is what happens when you start idolizing men. When you avoid the truth because the lie is more exciting, because the lies are more appealing. You know, the lies that get you a bag. See, that's what the lies gonna get a nigga a bag. That's why Polight been lying to black men forever. He been lying and scamming black men for years. For years. That's why I made the thumbnail what I made it, because I know that's why y'all love Brother Polight, because he got 7 wives. He has 7 wives, right? All those women are his wives, correct? That's what he told y'all, right? He married to all those women. Those are my wives. Those are my gods. Those are my gods. Didn't he say that? Didn't Polight tell us that? Well, you do know a couple of years ago that Polight was accused of molesting one of his first stepdaughters. Did you know that? Huh? She's a grown woman now. You might see her in pictures with her mother, and you might think that's one of Polight's wives. No, that's his stepdaughter. That's his stepdaughter. See, did y'all know that? And guess who put it out there for the world? Sonetta. See, because Sonetta's idol is Polight also. That's who Sonetta worships. Just like a lot of you other black men. Sonetta know he a scammer, just like a lot of you dudes know he a scammer. Sonetta know none of those women are his wives. None of them. He not married to none of them. It's a game. That he's been running on brothers for the longest. He knew y'all would buy into the rapper image. He knew that. That's why he came around, because he know black men idolize what? What do we idolize? We idolize pimps and drug dealers. Right? Right? So that's the image he sold to us. Because he understands that idolatry is what's important to most black men. He understands that. He understands that the majority of us just want to lay up with a bunch of women, show off a bunch of cars, run around, get drunk, and live the Hollywood lifestyle. And that is what he brought. He brought that mindset and that lifestyle to the conscious community. He brought Hollywood to the conscious community. That's what he did. That's what he did. That's what he did. Little do y'all know, he's the reason why y'all say the black woman is my God. You know why y'all was following that nonsense? Because of the women that he was putting up there and how they were dressed. Because Amanette is fine as hell. See, I ain't gonna lie. Amanette is fine as hell. The one that, you know, his bottom chick, She fine as hell. Fine as hell. But I always knew that wasn't his wife. See, they running the game together. You see? See, it probably was her idea to go out and get the other females. You see? See, because what Polight was telling black men was, listen, keep doing what you've been doing. Keep promoting the same nonsense you've been promoting. Just give me your money and I'll make it work for you. See, this is what was being done. See, because this is what happens when you begin to follow idols. Yeah. This is what happens. This is what happens. See, then you begin to find out who exactly that dude is not. You see? Then you begin to understand that these men are lacking spirituality. That's why you're going to follow a Polight who's clearly on demon time, just like his father. So what's important to us, black men, in 2021? What's important to us? The truth. What truth, DS1? The truth of our current goddamn situation as black men. Are you more concerned with Brother Polight, Fresh and Fit, Sinetta, or our current conditions that we face as black men? What are some of those things? It's talked about right here. Let's go to it. It's right here. It's right here. Let's talk about it. The lack of black male agency. See, are we focused on this? Or are we focused on if Fresh and Fit really could get women? What's more important, black man? Huh? Why are y'all concerned if Polight is really buying cars or not? When the truth of the goddamn matter is we all lacking black male agency. All of us. The truth of the goddamn matter is we all, as a group of men, black men, have poor health conditions. Poor health conditions. But we have a solution for that. We have solutions for what we're trying to accomplish here. So when y'all say DS1, truth about what? The truth of black men, the truth about black men's current state. Is that important to you, black man? Or fresh and fit? Is that important to you, black man, or Polight's wife? What's important to you? Because last time I checked, we still have a high incarceration rate. Last time I checked, black men was in prison dying from COVID. Dying from COVID. But we worried about how many wives Polight has. That's what we worried about. We're not worried about the fact that there's getting ready to be a whole lot more black men who are going to be homeless. It's a cold winter. It's a cold winter. It's going to be a cold winter for these women. It's going to be cold. But what about the chronic homelessness of black men? Huh? What about the black men who were in these places with these black women? Where are they going to go? Are we talking about that? No, we worried about, oh, it's a cold winter. OnlyFans is done. But you got two of your cousins that you know getting ready to be homeless. See, what you gonna do about that? Nothing. You just gonna talk about OnlyFans, right? And this is why nobody take black men serious. Because while I'm sitting here naming off the issues, the truth about what the hell we going through, well, what about fresh and fit? You know, they be tricking. You know, we been knew that. Tell me something that I don't know. We been knew they was tricks. We been knew that. We been spoke on that. What's more important? What's important to you, black man? The truth or idolatry? The truth about what's going on with all black men or what's going on Sinetta Studios? You see, because over there, they're not addressing these issues. You see? They're not addressing their issues. They're not explaining why there's chronic joblessness for black men. They're not explaining the poor educational support currently. Don't go pull up a tape of a scholar from 30 years ago. We talk about currently. The current poor educational support for young black boys. The current negative media portrayal. That's what we speaking about. Those are some of the issues that plague all black men. That is the goddamn truth. I don't care whether you like it or not. I don't care if you like it or not. The truth is the truth. And you know that, Sarnetta. You know that, Polight. Because when the police pull you over, you understand that you are constantly dealing with a threat of extinction. You could lose your life because you ran a stoplight. You could lose your life for not stopping at the stop sign long a goddamn enough. They'll kill you in front of your children. You see? What are we promoting? What we promote as men shows what matters to us men. This is why for years you got what you got from Polight. For years you got what you got from the conscious community, which was nothing. 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 Still don't know how to start up nothing. Why? Because it's full of idolatry, brothers. It's all about who you look up to and worship. My scholar's better than yours. My scholar's better than yours. My scholar is better than yours. My scholar is better than yours. But the people who are under these scholars have what? Absolutely nothing. 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 And you know why you have nothing? Because you are dealing with men who are spiritually bankrupt. That is what you're dealing with. That is why they are idols. That is why. That is why the most of those men over there are the way that they are. That is why after all those years of having the conscious community, you got some of those brothers who had to go back into the world and get a regular goddamn job because the conscious community didn't do nothing for them or their families. Because those men over there never addressed the issues that all black men face. That's why you had so many people in the conscious community that had to turn around and go back and get regular goddamn jobs. Why? Because black men are dealing with what? Chronic joblessness. Chronic joblessness. Why wasn't that issue addressed? You're the conscious community, right? Right? So what is being built? Nothing. Because an idol stands on his own mantle. And that's what I want y'all to understand. This is what I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to understand that these issues right here is what black men need to be focused on. These issues right here, these issues right here in the Black Manosphere magazine is what's supposed to be important to us, black men. That's what's supposed to be important to us. Why? Because that is the purpose of black men, to do what? Solve issues. Because it's what? Part of our nature. It is a part of our nature to do so. Not because we clout chasing. Not because of that. It's a part of our nature. You see? It's part of our nature, man. It's not a secret. It's not rocket science. It is simply part of who we are. Now, let me ask you something, brothers. Who are you? Do you know who you are? I don't think a lot of you brothers do. Because if you did, you wouldn't be following no brother Polight. You will not be trying to make excuses for any man that's accused of that. I don't care who he is. I don't give a goddamn who he is. That's the difference between me and y'all. See, because I'm not afraid to stand on my spiritual value. I'm not afraid to show I'm a man of integrity. I'm a man with honor. And sitting here and trying to defend a man who's being accused of these things and has already been arrested for it shows the lack of spiritual value. And just how much black men love idolatry more than the goddamn truth. More than the goddamn truth. You'd rather have some little idiot, some little long lemon head idiot with fake red bottom sneakers on tell you how you should be living your goddamn life, and you paid them for years to do it. You pay for years. It's been happening for years. So what are we doing, black man? See, listen, we can get up here in this space and talk all the stuff that we want. But we're going to see what men stand for in times like this. And when I start hearing grown men with daughters start talking about, oh, it's her mother's fault, as if Polight wasn't accused of doing this to no other young girls. Something wrong with us, man. And this is why I say we got to heal before we build. A lot of you dudes, man, are demons, man. A lot of you dudes are demons. And y'all cowards because y'all will do anything to run from accountability. Well, it's her mama's fault. Yeah, her mama shouldn't have let her go with Polight, but is it her mother's fault what Polight decided to do, Negro? Huh? So that's her mother's fault too? That was her mother's fault too, for him to take the little girl to another hotel. Oh, that was her fault too, right? Right? That was her mama's fault. See, all this could have been avoided if her mama wouldn't have let her go. This is what Negroes who have idols say out their goddamn mouth. This is how stupid and foolish a lot of us black men have become. And you know why? It's because we ain't got no goddamn purpose. It's because we won't answer the goddamn question of today's show. What is important to black men? Having a bunch of hoes and driving Lambos? Huh? Oh, I look kind of good doing that. Let me do that again. I look kind of good doing that. Too big for the Lambo, though. But is that what it's about? Is that what it's about? See, I want to ask you Negroes that because I see the Brother Polight Defense Force. I see the Michael Nowick Defense Force. The same way y'all had a defense force for Kevin Samuels when he was on trial. Oh, you thought I forgot about that. The same way he had a defense force. The same way Africa Bambaataa had a defense force. Who was Africa Bambaataa's defense force? I want y'all to put it in the chat room. I'm going to let y'all answer this one. Y'all put in the chat room who y'all think Africa Bambaataa defense force was. And by the way, these are men who are defending these men. These are men, y'all. Keep that in mind. Y'all put it in the chat room. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Salute to all the visionaries, man. Make sure y'all like and share the show. Y'all put it in the chat room. Y'all let me know who y'all think is the defense force or was the defense force for BAM. The Zulu Nation. But I'm going to give y'all who exactly was defending Bambaataa. Black men in the whole hip hop community. Facts. 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 But I'm going to give y'all a direct name. I'm going to give y'all a direct name. His name is Sonetta. His name is Sonetta. He was part of the media defense force for BAM. Who is a what? A pederast. He's a pederast. Black men, what is more important? So you defend BAM. No wonder why you defend Polight. Y'all don't see this? Y'all don't understand what y'all saying? Huh? Y'all are not paying attention? Who did Bambaataa get his culture from and all his information from? See, we gonna go there today because I want y'all to truly answer that question. What's important to black men? See, because when I did the video earlier, like father, like son, and I was breaking down how Polight is just like his spiritual father, Malachi York. Guess who else is like Malachi York? Africa Bambaataa. York is Bam's father. Bet you didn't know that. Bam's ideology comes from Nuwapianism. Like father, like son. But you got grown men who claim to have value, who claim to be upright, righteous men who defended Bam, knowing he got everything he did from York. The same way how you Negroes are defending Polight, knowing he got all that shit from Dr. York. You Negroes love idols. You love an idol. You always need somebody to praise. You're always looking for a man to bow to. That's why you're not focused on what's in here, buddy. That's why you're not focused on what's in here. That's why you're not focused on the health crisis right now. And all of these things going on with these vax. And how everybody's promoting you to get vaxxed up. See, because what's more important to you is what kind of car Polight's driving. What kind of shoes he got. You know, what kind of weave his African goddesses that he claimed at one point would never wear weave. Remember that? Remember when Polight first came around, all his wives had afros. Remember that? Remember that? He sold it to y'all. All his wives had afros. Now they all wearing weaves. Remember Polight was a vegan? Now you can see Polight eating meat. Remember Polight told you he was sober and he was clean and pristine? Now you can see the Negro drinking liquor and popping bottles. Because that's what's important to y'all. See, that's why you won't call them out on it. See, because what's not important to black men is black men having integrity and black men standing on their goddamn word. See, that's no longer important to us black men. What's important is, look at my drip. Big drip. Big drip. Oh, my drip. Oh, look at my drip. That's what's important. That's what's important to us now. Not the things that are killing us. Not those things. Not those things. Not the incarceration rate. Not the suicide rate. Not the fact that we are suffering at a high rate with mental health diseases, physical ailments, such as diabetes, heart disease, cancer. We ain't talking about that. We talking about big drip. Black men, what's important to you? What's important to you? Not what's important to TikTok. Okay? What's important to you, to your existence, to your future? I want you to get down in the comment section below and let me know, man. I want y'all to get down in the comment section and let me know. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Salute, 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 salute. Shout out to everybody for coming out today. Salute to all of the visionaries out there. Shout out to the A Game family, man. Salute to the A Game Nation. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up, man. Make sure y'all hit the share button. If y'all enjoyed today's show, CashApp $SheepStaySleepTV is where y'all can go. CashApp $SheepStaySleepTV is where y'all can go. Shout out to everyone who has donated. Much love to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to today's show. Shout out to everybody again, man. Shout out to my brother, the Bishop. Shout out to Queen of C. Much love to you, mama. Shout out to Bronze Dip, Big Neff TV, my brother Suavemente in the building. Salute. Shout out to the lovely Amanda Gathers, Angie B. Salute. Salute, Miss Angie. Much love to you. Salute to you, Nicer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the share button. DS1 Raw, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we got to heal before we build. We got to heal before we build. Stop chasing that rented validation. Stop chasing idols. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Auditioning. Thug number 1, thug number 2.
For slaves,
prostitute.
There's always the hustle.
literate basketball players.
Mary had a little lamb.
The fog.
The only narrative that they understand of black life is drug addict, drug dealer, gang member.
I was the hottest black actor in the world after Boys and Eyes. There were people clamoring to work with this young sensation as long as he did the roles they wanted him to do, which were street kids.
I had been in this thing that is a masterpiece of American cinema, and nobody gave a shit. They really didn't give a fuck.
I auditioned for my first pimp part. My mother's all proud. You know, be the best pimp you can be. The whole church is praying for me.
Let's pray that Brother Robert gets the role of Silky Good Dick. The film is called Holes on the Stroll. It sounds like a musical.
And then that's when the filmmaker was born. I said, man, we can't let Hollywood tell our stories. We have to tell our own stories. They'll make us do anything and everything. And these images travel around the world.
They had a perception of us that ultimately is false.
This show is sponsored, and this channel is sponsored by A-Game, a male herbal solution. A male herbal solution. Fellas, get down in the description box and join this A-Game lifestyle. This is a lifestyle promoting optimal health for us men. It's a lifestyle that promotes optimal health for us men. It is for our energy. It is for our vitality. It is for our strength. And it is for our libido. Fellas, join this A-Game lifestyle simply by clicking the link in the description box, and at your checkout, type in the promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10. Get a discount off on your purchase.